Hope everybody's having a Bealy Good day. Welcome back to the channel. You know, we passed 5,000 subscribers a few videos ago. Just want to take a couple minutes and thank everyone that has watched the videos, subscribed, liked the videos, commented. You know, it's been a great experience. You know, interacting with people from all over the world. It's been good to get some other perspectives on things. And yeah, growing the channel, doing what we like to do out here. So I want to make sure I give thanks to Chris, aka Let's Dig 18, for allowing me to video him and ride his coattails some, or just being honest, while he was out here. Hopefully I brought everyone a different view of the work he was doing and added some, what they call it, value add to what he was doing as well. And appreciate those that have stuck with me and enjoyed the content that we're providing. You saw in the last video, if you watched to the end or fast forwarded, there is another project coming up. He's about 7 months booked out now on large projects, but we think once we get some approval from the county and stuff for a couple things we want to do, that he'll be able to fit me in here and there. So watch for that in the future. For those of you that have purchased shirts, thank you. We sold out, and the other batch, a few of you that are still waiting. Appreciate your patience. The other batch is supposed to be in any day, and we've added sweatshirts too. So thank you for your support with that. And today I'm trying out some new settings with the GoPro. Haven't been real happy with some of the jitteriness. So until I watch this, I don't know if my settings and changes are any better. Hopefully they are. Also, I made one adjustment on the sound. I got the lavalier, is that right? I should know that since I'm in sound. Mic. So it's still the same piece that you often see I'm wearing that talks wirelessly. But in fact, you'll probably hear some noise now. The problem is I've been down and I got the beard and it, block some of the sounds just bad. So I'm hoping I can position this little mic to be better. So if anyone has tips on that, happy to hear it, things like that. Like I said, we'll see if this video is better. It's a lot, it's interesting. You think it's just a point and shoot, which it is to a point, but as you want to step your game up and you make more and more videos and you criticize yourself as you watch those videos out, it's always a work in progress. Other thing you'll notice is it's really quiet today because I'm by myself. I have no helpers. They all went back to school, so it was great. It's such a blessing to have them here. Another thing, if you're new to the channel, what we're doing here is this is a 35-acre property in eastern North Carolina. It is an in progress right now, so there's no animals out here yet except for some free-range chickens that are just run out here and stuff like that. But there's no animals yet. This is all the prep stage. So Chris came in and cleared. If you watch some of the past videos, you'll see all this was woods. At one point, a lot of this in the past was cleared. And then, of course, if you don't keep up with it, nature takes back over. And so we've re-cleared it, I guess. So we got that. We put the pond in. Still waiting on rain. We got one storm came through, but we got a lot more rain down in Raleigh. Nothing really. A lot of people ask about the pond. Nothing really to report much yet. Probably won't be until we get winter. And well, there's all these things all the time. So the old bricks. There used to be a building out here that somebody burned down, or it burned down on its own or whatever, and they just left the bricks where they were. So Chris found those when he was clearing. Some stuff's happening with the barn. So these were all covered up with tin and missing windows, stuff falling apart, all that kind of stuff. And so we talked about just covering it up. Took windows that came out of the house and cut them down to fit in, and this area is just where the tractor and stuff goes. So we got the windows again. We got some light. I mean, of course, they're not going to open or nothing super special, but another example of us repurposing stuff that's on the farm. Trying to do that as much as possible. We haven't driven around and checked out the property lately. Most everything's been focused on the barn or the house. So I'm out here alone today and I'm taking a break. I'm gonna ride around, check the property out some. The magnetic mount is still on the lawnmower though, which is at the other farm. So it's all good. I'll just hold it and see what we get. All right, roof's on. We still got to replace this side. The rest of it, that's on the list. That stuff's ready. Going down the path. I'm gonna name this the path of least resistance. Want to get out here and clear some paths. Talked about that before. This thing was logged, what was it, 98. So we can leave big trees and clear paths for four-wheelers and motorcycles and, stuff like that pretty easily, I think. I'm gonna put Chris's mulcher to the test maybe. Do some of that. Now once you get to here, I don't know if the video will show it, but once you get to here, this ridge line's running off like that, going back up towards the field that was cleared. Then from there, this is the dip. So this is where, the big pond will be at some point. At least that's the plan. See what happens. Right here, we're coming up on that first pipe. So all this during the winter, once it gets winter, I'll show you, this will be mostly underwater. It's wet now. Stays wet right here. So all that's wet. Oh, this is very interesting. Huh. Oh, I was like, how did that get there? This is where James and them chose to dump some of the debris. Concrete block. Great place for it, guys. Okay. So I was like, what is that? That makes sense now. All right, so this is the big pipe. Going up further than just where the dip in the road is there. That's where the next pipe is, right in there. And then we go up to that back field. Oh, there it is right there. Once we get to this point, so that stake, that is, let me pull up closer to it. That stake, that's the property line. So it runs, right along this edge. So this is another 200 acres. That ribbon that you see in the distance there, that's the ribbon that I tied up a few videos, probably 15 videos ago when we walked out here and I was kind of marking where I was thinking Chris would end up clearing. So you see back here, we put just as much grass seed back here and we didn't get anything. But it was a different mixture that they acted like was gonna work out. Obviously it didn't, or the soil needs something. So we'll be doing some soil test and see what we need to add to the dirt to get grass to grow back here. But as you can see, it's not growing pretty much anything except for weeds, which is disappointing, but that's how it is sometimes. in case you're out there and you're watching, you're like, hey, I'd like to start a farm, or like to start a farm or some sort of business, or buy land, and how can we produce income from it or keep the taxes low? A couple of things. Forestry management, which is like it sounds, you're going to grow trees, and at some point those trees will be harvested and provided to the lumber mills and yada yada. Another one is agriculture, just like it sounds. Pigs, cows, whatever. To be classified for agriculture, you have to have 3 years of tax records. So we'll be starting on that next year. Obviously we didn't really have anything out here this year, but we'll start on that next year. And once we have 3 years in, we'll transition to ag from forestry. Probably we'll take some sort of hit on some tax that'll be owed, but it'll be worth it to not have to come in here and clear cut. All right, so that's where they put the septic field, septic tank. And then we roll along over here. That's where the next project's going. Y'all had some great guesses. We'll reveal that as we get things a little closer. So you see this? This is one of those things that just happens when James is out here working. So I'll have to ask them why they tied that rope around the tree. Should be interesting. This is where the big fire burn pits were when Chris cleared this 3 acres up here. And looking back towards the house and everything. Let's see, I showed this earlier, but yeah, it's just, it's nothing, right? And let me go over and show you the other pond that's been out here forever. Rainfall here has literally been ridiculous, almost nothing. But in Raleigh, it's been a lot. It's been triple at least what we've gotten here. It's crazy. See, that's nothing, right? And it was up to here when we were building this one, so. Yeah, there you go. So there's just no rain. There's another pond. I don't think I can see it. I don't think I can drive to it anyway. I'll fly the drone over it. There's another pond that is up by the road. It gets all the stormwater runoff. We'll see. I'll fly over there. We'll see how much is in that. See? It's another corner of the property. This is an easement for the power company. At least plan is to at least bury it from the pole to the house, but see if we can do anything through here. But it's power company, so you know how that goes. While I was off gallivanting around, James and Tater showed up. James got to finish the painting on the barn roof. There you go. All right, it's the end of the day. I'm still playing around with settings on the GoPro, so I changed it so that I choose the ISO. So this is on 800 right now, which is probably grainy, but I'm inside the house and it's getting dark outside, even though this may not show that it is, but anyway. Only way to learn is to experiment, so that's what we're doing. Unless I deleted the footage, at the beginning of this video, I was gonna work on the mechanical room, but then I came inside and I was like, oh yeah, I still gotta cut holes and crap. So today was, besides playing around on the side-by-side, which y'all should have seen, today was cutting in for the smoke detectors. The nail ones, of course, were easy. Those were already up, but I had to cut in for smoke detectors, had to cut in for wireless access point. Let's go in there. Of Of course, there's not one in the kitchen. Had to put one in the foyer since this is outside of a bedroom, and one inside. And I went ahead and cut the holes for the can lights in this room. And that is all the holes inside the house. I've got to cut in the exterior outlet boxes and the front porch fans. But other than that, no more holes. And see, I'm covered. I actually do work, and I got sawdust, and it's been great. It's been a good day. Got out here a little late. We got stuff done. Ran around, took a break. So it was good. And then James and Tater, as you already saw, had shown up while I was riding around. So James finished painting the roof. I got some drone footage that I usually put my drone footage at the end. Been talking with my cinematographer son, and he suggests me I should mix it in. We'll see. I don't know what I'll do on this one, but by now you know. So that's good, I guess. And that's it. So pretty much done inside the house. I've got the mechanical room to do, and in the attic, I've got to continue tying back wires, which, normally that would have just been done as it was being done. You go ahead and nail them up, but had so many that come in here for the lighting that wanted to wait to the end. So I finished tying those up, tie all that to the mechanical room, and then I'll spend 2 days in the mechanical room, show you all some kind of cool stuff on how all that starts to go together. So, possibly before the end of October, we'll be ready for installation. But also, thanks to everyone for the birthday wishes. It was nice as I went through the day. I'm out here working most of the day by myself, and just seeing those coming in for people that were seeing the last video. Appreciate that, and hope everybody has a Bealy Good day.